Alright, Angie's going to kill me. But besides that, I'm going to use the last remaining moments of my life to run the rest of this D&D game for you guys.
Yay!
We basically had just started where we left off, where Sin had ran up and let loose a axe attack against the Darrow that was being held by Mara. And then the old man got into a position to be able to fire a chromatic blast that penetrated through Leofston and Patches. Even though they did manage to duck out of the way, part of the radiating blast did not cause them some slight damage.
Ouch.
Ow. Well, hell. He mumbles something in a language you do not understand, and we then go to Poppy's turn.
Ugh. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is, first I have a question. Wicket, since he's my familiar, he goes, like, on my turn.
Sure.
Is it, like, on? Can I, like, just be like, oh, Wicket does this, and then I, like, switch between who's going first each time? Or does he always go, like, after me? Because on the turn order, he's after me.
I would say that you take the same turn, so you just tell me what they do, and if you have to spend an action for them to do something, then you have that action less of an action when it comes to you taking your full turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are there's a bit of a gap in between you and Leofston. You see this chromatic light shoot out and penetrate, or at least hit both of them. And you see some visible wounds from that sort of appear on their flesh and some char marks. But in front of Leofston, in front of Leofston is the door, so you pass by him.
Yeah. And then I'm just, like, kind of going a little over. And as I'm, like, walking through, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my form of dread. So I'm going to gain temporary hit points, which I will put on myself. That is very good. And then I am immune to being frightened. And there's another effect here, but I don't think I can do that until later.
Who are you using the form of dread on?
According to the thing that says, it says that each time after I hit someone, okay, I can, like, as long as it lasts, so that just will remain there.
Okay.
But, and then Wicket is going to use his action to give me the help action on my turn, and I'm going to use my action to Eldritch Blast the Darrow Shadow Paladin.
Okay. So then, in this case, what you would do, since Wicket doesn't have anything to, like, give advantage and make you roll advantage, all you need to do is click next to your dice where it says advantage, disadvantage, +2, +5, -2, -5. Just click advantage, then roll your attack.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
And that's to be against Darrow Guard number 2?
No, Darrow Shadow Anti-Paladin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a 120-foot range or such. So.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
18.
And 18 is going to hit.
Okay. I do 9 damage.
Alright, let me see here. Well,
and then I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom saving throw. Is this when I put it on the guy?
Yeah, you would drag the wisdom saving throw to him.
Okay. Where's the...
Okay. Now
fail.
he has advantage due to his magic resistance, so I'm going to go ahead and have him roll another wisdom
Well,
I got it.
No.
All right. So now you go ahead and drag your form to him, the form of dread, frightened condition.
Didn't he save though?
It's a DC 13, so with advantage you got an 11.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong. Okay. Did I do that right? I drug it to him.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Okay. Cool. That's my turn. Yep.
Okay. And that form of dread, he cannot move towards you?
Yeah.
Because
Cannot
he's-
move towards me and has disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay. Got it. All right. That's quite a good turn. And he so Wicked is essentially next to you, or at least close by. Wicked would have to probably fly over where the paladin is.
Huh?
How is Wicket providing you the help action?
Oh. Moral support? I don't know. I guess he's kind of helping out with the aiming of the attack because Poppy's not very good at that. So he's like, no. He like moves my hand.
Okay. Well, okay. That we could take that. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. So between you and Wicket, we now then go to the top of round 2. All right. The Darrow Shadow Anti-Paladin is going to... boy, oh boy. It doesn't like that, so... It goes ahead and sits down its sword onto the anvil, dropping it essentially as a free action, and kind of gets a wide grin, and its teeth are obviously worn and deteriorated due to a lack of hygiene, and probably feasting on raw flesh and things like that over the course of its existence.
As one does.
As one is wont to do. And we'll go ahead and take out from behind his back a heavy crossbow as it puts a leg up on the bottom of the anvil and props himself up. And we'll go ahead and fire a blast back at Poppy, which is going to be with disadvantage if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, not obviously the best, but he is mad and embraces his madness. I need to have a longer. There we go. That's better. All right. So, his first shot towards Poppy. I really do need a longer combat tracker. There's so many of you guys. So much more to love. Okay. Well, I'll just have it roll. I'll just have him roll damage and see if that hits. Is an 19 is nope, disadvantage. Hold on. Sorry, I did not click disadvantage on that. I'm assuming does a 15 hit your armor class?
Yeah, you're looking for a 12, my guy.
I'm looking for a 12. Great.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Oh, how do I use a reaction thing?
You say you
First
what?
time rolling something.
You say you want to
Use
use.
the rebars.
I want to use a reaction. So that would give disadvantage.
That distracts him giving. It's not disadvantage. He has to reroll.
He already has disadvantage. So
It's not disadvantage.
okay, can you
He
click?
has to reroll.
All right, can you click on it for me again? That's still a very new spell.
What do I click? The star?
No, you can drag the link to the chat, and that'll link it for me.
It didn't do it. Hang on. Try again.
There we go.
You've seen Avatar, right? I'm doing that lightning thing.
The one with the blue people?
No, the other one.
Oh, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Succeeds on an attack roll and ability check and save there. Okay, I will have him roll one more time. I'll get clarification on that later, but for now, let's see. Does 15 still gonna hit? And I
Yeah.
think this one he has to use the new roll,
He has to use the lower
the
one.
lower roll. Okay, so 15 still hits.
I tried.
That's all
Thank you
good.
for trying.
All right, make sure you mark that off on your spells. And so as the bolt begins to leave his the chamber where he's firing it from, you notice that as it zings towards you, it is just kind of surrounded in this wispy black necrosis. As Poppy takes 23 damage, unless you have resistance to necrotic.
I don't think so. I can't be frightened, but I don't think I have resistance to necrotic.
Okay. Well, that is going to knock out your temporary hit points and give you 11 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
For its second shot, it is going to level it. It's going to, seeing that it's kind of like let's say it pinned one of your, shoulders up against the back wall because you're up against the wall at this point. Seeing that you are at least you're not as frightening as you may appear. He's still frightened, obviously. You have to let me know when that save ends. He will level the second shot at Leofston, who is standing there in the door.
Shield up.
You have your shield, yes.
Okay, he's frightened until the end of my next turn.
Frightened until end of next turn, okay. And... Frightened.
Is he actually frightened? How does that work?
He can't get any closer, and he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Yeah. Frightened. Yeah, I'll just double check it. I wish they would put just what the conditions are in the menu for conditions, for an example. Actually, frightened does it where it's as long as you are within line of sight.
I'm about to say, I thought it was like a long-lasting thing until it went unconscious or she went unconscious or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it'll be disadvantage against everybody.
Yeah. As long as you can be seen.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you're incapacitated, I'm pretty sure that could go away. But it is going to take its second attack with disadvantage up against the man who is holding back the rest of you from the door. Oh, 11 is not going to hit your armor class.
No, I'm beefy boy.
You are a beefy boy. All right, that is going to be its. Let's see. That is and then as a bonus action, it is going to use its. It is going to mutter something in Undercommon, and all of a sudden you see surrounding it is this sort of the same sort of black wispy smoke that enveloped the arrows that have been shot. It has given itself some additional armor by casting a spell on him. And okay, yep. Armor of Shield of Faith. Got it. Okay. We then go to Tandy.
How do I give advantage?
How do you give advantage?
From silver barbs.
I believe you just.
It doesn't have any boxes next to it. It just has the link.
Can you just hit the advantage button
Right,
in the bottom left?
Yeah, who did you choose who has advantage? Because when you cast a spell, you
Patches.
okay. So Patches, when you basically roll your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, click on the advantage modifier in the bottom left.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Patches will hit better than I ever fucking will.
Okay.
Thank you kindly, Tandy.
For your turn, there's some stuff like 15 feet is Leofston. Just beyond that is the door where all of this fighting is taking place. You only have seen so far mainly the shot come of like rainbow radiance hit Leofston and Patches.
The Austin's 15 feet away?
There's a 10-foot gap between you and Leofston, yeah.
Jesus, what I was gonna do, okay. I don't think I can do anything too much then.
You can certainly see the shadow or the anti-paladin as it fired off a bolt off in one direction you couldn't see, but the direction that Poppy went, but then fired a second arrow that was deflected by Leofton's shield.
Is it stuck on the shield, or did he just like bat it?
You tell me. What, you want it to be stuck on your shield?
I'm worried that if it's stuck in the shield, the necrotic's gonna do a thing.
No, if you blocked it, you blocked it.
Okay, then it's in the shield.
If you want to be a badass, you'd be like, not in my house.
I guess I'm gonna get behind. If I'm right behind Leofston, can I see in?
Yeah.
Anything?
I mean, you can still. I mean, he's not blocking the entire. It's a big door, so he's not blocking your line of sight at all, even from where you're at. But it is like the closest people are the guards that are kind of off. Like you know that they're just beyond the eyesight of the door. The only person you can actually see foe-wise is the anti-paladin, a good distance into the chamber.
But I can't see like where Poppy is at. So Poppy went somewhere else.
Poppy went in and zigged when she should have zagged. Closest dude.
How far away is he? Can I
You could easily get there in a movement. The one that is being choked out by Mara right now.
I wanna run up and slice that bad boy.
All right, you are able to easily get up to slice that bad boy.
Okay, so
Do you want to flank?
Sure.
Okay. So you basically Mara's got him kind of like held in a lock, and he's obviously got a big wound from Sin's slash attack, and you come up and you get to roll with advantage. So it would have been you would have clicked on advantage before you rolled that, but you can just roll a second d20. He using Mara as the stoic statue that she is. He lifts his feet up and kind of bats away your rapier. Your stabby.
Dumb.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. You do have the option to move away, but
No.
yeah, let's say he might take his opportunity to follow up with that kick. Okay. Oh, did you click next actor?
Should I have not?
No, that's good. I like that.
Yeah,
I didn't
my
know.
turn was over.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I figured that was easier than going, okay, my turn's done.
Yes, please make. So if it is your guys' turn, just click end turn on the combat tracker. Awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Thing
That
at the bottom that says turn complete that has the arrows.
Look, I don't know what y'all got. I'm a forever DM. I don't know what it's like.
Forward.
Yeah, like a forward.
Forward,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it's like to be a player.
Aren't you a player in another game?
I am, but we're not on Fantasy Grounds. We play at an old-fashioned table with pen and paper.
Don't make me do another fucking one-shot. That's terrible. Your birthday is coming up.
You know,
That one
Don't threat-
shot was wonderful. Excuse you.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
One shot, they're full.
Ayo.
all right, Patches. You do have advantage.
All
so-
right. Fantastic.
Let's
I'm
get a
gonna-
wiggle on.
Yeah, I'm
Below.
gonna shoot this here old mossback that shot me.
Ooh, take that crit.
Oh snap! How do I do a critical?
So what'll do is you roll your regular attack, and then you add a maximum die to that. So
Okay, because I'm doing a few other things here too.
I'm
Because
pretty
I have
sure it
favored
does it.
foe on him. So does that double also, or is that separate?
I think that is just based off of the weapons.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a D8 plus 3 is 6. I guess it would be. And then how do I add the 8 to that?
Let me see. Hold on. I would just manually add it.
Okay.
So
thank you.
6 plus 8, 14 against the anti-paladin?
No, it's the savant.
Oh, okay. Still shooting the old man.
Yes, I'm gonna try and take that fella out.
So 14. Okay.
And then favored foe, I get to, where's the thing? How do I do the favored foe again?
For you, it should be. So you have favored foe if you have the thing on you. So if you're gonna,
Yeah, I already have it active on him. I just need to roll the extra damage.
yeah. Did you when you rolled your damage? Did you roll it on top of him?
Yeah, the normal damage from the longbow.
Then it should have automatically rolled the favored foe.
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah.
I probably didn't.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I can roll.
Yeah, just roll a d4.
Sorry, figuring this out.
You're
And
good.
then Jolene's going to infuse my strikes.
He doesn't look good.
I guess it's an extra D6.
D6?
I have not configured that yet, so it's just an extra. I'll just.
Yep.
It's an extra 5.
All right. It does not look good, but he is still standing.
Yeah, take that, you old coot.
All right. Well, he didn't like that. It's quite mean. All right. Are you gonna stay where you're at?
I will actually back up a couple feet so that hopefully I'm not in his line of sight. Or actually, can I just like step to the left out of the door frame so that like the paladin can't see me or whatever?
Yeah, you could be able.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you don't want the paladin to see you, then you can move 5 feet. If you don't want both paladin and savant not to see you, then it's going to be you'd have to go over 5 and then diagonally down 5 because there's a statue.
Yeah, sure, why not? I can always move back in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and now it's Jolene's turn, so let me. Oh, there's somebody in between Jolene and me. I mean, he can go if you want. Jolene's supposed to go right after me. But...
That's fine. You can. I mean, you can have Jolene go, and then I'll just have the Darrow Guard number 2 go.
Okay, cool. Can Jolene? Jolene has a movement speed of 40. Can she make it to the Savant, or is there stuff in the way?
She wouldn't be able to make it around to the Savant. She can get to Darrow Guard 2 or 1.
She'll go after 1 then and do a little bite attack.
Okay.
Let me find him.
She waltzes over by Tendy.
Oh, that's a miss.
It doesn't. Noticing all these small things coming to attack it, it just uses Mara's strong back to kind of lift its legs up and kick and kind of fend itself off.
All right, I'm all done then.
All right. Go ahead and hit end turn there. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that was. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
You can have the Darrow go.
All right. So let's see here. Darrow Guard number 2. It gets its spear. So remember, it's got this really unique looking. Oh, that's not what I want. I don't want. I just want to see an image of it. That's all I want. Never mind. If you recall, the Darrow Guards have this like decorated spear that's a little bit different than most. Fashioned to kind of probably thwart whatever creatures it comes across in the Underdark, or from whence it came. It is. There's 10 feet between him and Poppy. So they're gonna attempt to throw.
Yeah, what about it?
Their ackles at Poppy here. You what?
I use a reaction since it hit her.
Okay.
For a Cloud Rune, in addition, 30 feet. If a creature I can see her, right?
Yeah, she's like just to your right, a couple feet, like 10, 15 feet away. So
Is it hit by an attack roll? I can use my reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet.
within 30 feet.
Yes. So essentially just the other Darrow Guard.
Oh, you can choose.
Yes, so
Oh,
I can...
shit.
Yeah, so I can stop the attack from hitting Poppy and instead make it hit the other Darrow Guard.
Okay.
Leah, it's so cool.
Since 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 Jolene and Tendy cannot hit the held down Darrow Guard, you make the other Darrow Guard hit the other Darrow Guard.
I imagine it's like, as the weapon's going through the air, like Lee Austin like barks a giant's, I don't know, incantation,
Mhm.
and then like a quick flurry of runes like flip around it, and then that same portal like appears next to the Darrow Guard, and then
Yeah, with that, it as it's flying towards Poppy, you redirect it, and for some he watches it on its chain as it just goes towards the other Darrow Guard and just and the Darrow Guard slumps and falls unconscious, and in a brief moment, since he was able to hit as a bonus action, he then yanks the Atlas back into his hand with the chain, and then throws it again. But this time he will throw it at Lee Austin.
God damn it.
Is Darrowguard 1 dead?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, because if he wasn't, he definitely is now. He's bleeding out.
He had 1 hit point left. No advantage or disadvantage, and I'm assuming a 11 is not going to hit Lee Austin.
Nope.
So you bounce it off again. So at this point, since he used it again, he's going to have to pull it back before he's able to throw it again. But that is going to be the end of his turn. Actually, he is going to move. He is going to. You see him sort of come closer to all of you, but then like stand in the center peak of this small bridge. Again, it only goes up like 3 or 4 feet and then back down again. But he's standing there, kind of defending the anti-paladin behind him. We now then go to we skip past Darrow Guard number 1 because he's unconscious. So then we go to Prudence.
Prudence is going to dash in between Leofston and Poppy and go up to Darrow Guard number 2.
Okay.
She's going to do Flurry of Blows.
Have to do the staff first.
Oh, the staff, then Flurry of Blows, excuse me.
Okay. Just make sure to drag the attack roll onto Darrow Guard 2.
Oh, not on that. That has to be on this.
Those dice look so good.
I miss.
All right. Yep, 8 is going to miss. Do you,
So now I spend a key point and I do Flurry of Blows.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I can't find my punches.
You would just,
Oh, there it is.
yeah, you would, for Flurry of Blows, you would just roll the blue sword attack. You would just click and drag the melee +5 to your target. And then if that hits, then you go to the red lightning bolt damage, and you would just click and drag that onto him. So you do hit Darrow Guard number 2 with the first punch. And he takes a whopping, he takes 4 damage.
To Poppy.
Now, I am not going to hit him again. I'm going to run back over to Poppy and lay my hand on her shoulder. And I'll say, "Are you all right?" And then I pinch her shoulder and I heal her by activating one of her, what do you call those? Pressure points.
Okay, so you use Hand of Healing as part of your Flurry of Blows.
I do.
So you drag.
Everyone here is so cool.
So you drag the 1d4 to Poppy, or the d4 +1. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So Poppy heals 4 damage and now is at 7 wounds.
I feel much better now.
Stay strong.
Okay.
I will say although the spear has obviously he's gonna have to pull it back as part of his bonus action. He's not gonna be able to do the same thing 2 turns in a row. He is gonna attempt to kick you as a part of his reaction.
Oh wait, I forgot to say I use Crusher. Sorry.
What?
I use my Crusher feat. Sorry, I knew I was forgetting something.
And remind me what Crusher does again?
It pushes them back 5 feet.
If you hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So, then yeah, he gets pushed back 5 feet.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. There was a lot on that turn.
You're good. I mean, it was a measly punch. It's not like he's using that wicked ass spear that he's got, but okay. So yeah, then there is no attack of opportunity since you were able to push him back. All right. Anything else? Oh yeah.
I already pressed the button.
You did. All right, Leofton, it's your go.
Okay, question. Can I use a feat and a bonus action? Because
A feat.
Depends what the feat is.
Yeah, it depends on what the feat is.
action surge, but the language doesn't have as a bonus action or anything.
Action surge is basically free.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Alright. Okay.
Fuck him up.
Second question. Do I get any sort of movement addition? Does my range change if I change to large? My movement range.
Movement range, no. I believe your reach increases by an additional 5 feet.
Okay. Alright. So, Leofson's going to... let's see if I can do this correctly. Leofson's going to step into the room, and as he does, he's going to, kind of, gesture down and roar, and as he does, he casts...
Oh, you're gonna use Giant's Might.
I'm going to use Giant's Might.
Okay, it doesn't give you reach. It basically just makes you a big version of you, so everything stays the same. But, I mean, you can get to... the person you can get to movement-wise is the Darrow on the bridge.
Unless... So, how do I cast Giant's Might on myself again? I drag it onto me?
Yeah, so there's two effects, right?
Ah.
So the first one is you would drag the Giant's Might one that's advantage check, strength, advantage save, strength, roll self. You would drag that to you.
Okay.
And then you would technically the first effect, the damage one. It does an extra d6 whenever you, once on each of your turns, a weapon or unarmored strike can deal an extra d6.
Okay.
So the first time you do hit, that buff will go away, so you don't have to worry about removing it. It will automatically just be the first time you hit.
Okay. So, as Leofson steps into the room, he roars and casts Giant's Might, so he grows. And as he does, while his clothes can magically, adjust to this new body, his helmet opens up in 2 spots, and the beginning of 2 horns come out, as well as, 2 tusks, as he is turning. And as he changes, he starts running forward. He is booking it, sword, shield in hand, and he's making it directly towards the anti-paladin.
Hold on,
So,
I'm gonna roll to see if this awakens something in me.
I bet it.
Jordan.
What was that roll?
Well, I think it was a 1 through 10. It doesn't. 11 through 20. It does. Because it's a 50-50, right? Wait, no, hold on. There's modifiers. It awakens something in you. You've been asking people for forearm checks forever.
Prudence is very interested in what happens next.
So he books it. So I started. Shit, where did I start?
I mean, you basically don't have to worry about how far you can go. You get to.
Who said I'm going to that guy?
You said you were running towards the anti-shadow paladin, right?
Yeah. Which that's the guard. I'm going to use dash to make it to the anti-paladin, and then use action surge so I can attack.
Okay. I'll allow that. I'll probably have him try to punch you. Not like that's really going to matter much. Let's see. It is going to try to.
You already have advantage, right?
You have, Leofson, you have Bardic Inspiration, just so you remember.
Okay. Yes, I would
you
like
have-
to use that.
Yeah,
You
have to
can
use
you
it.
can wait till after you roll the 20 to use Bardic Inspiration.
That does hit.
Okay.
Unless this did I get like an advantage for my AC? Don't I get an AC advantage?
It doesn't change the AC, no. You take 1 point of damage as it punches you as you run by.
The also just like ha, and they keeps running.
They're not like they're skilled with weapons, and punching is pretty substandard for most people. Not for everybody, especially NPCs.
Okay, so you said you are going to use your inspiration when you attack the guy?
Yes.
You can wait till after you roll a d20 to decide if you want to use Bardic Inspiration.
I have Bardic Inspiration on me already, and it says
I
you.
put it on you manually.
I had it on there before.
I know. It's to
Oh.
let me know that you
Yeah.
So
You remember, so that if we were at a table, Ryan, yes, but the way that we have to program it in Fantasy Grounds so it doesn't automatically just use it every time is so we have the 2 different buffs where it reminds people that they have it, and then they'd be able to add that if that's the case.
now you have it.
Okay, thank you. So, as he comes up, he just hauls back Landbreaker and swings at the the anti-paladin. So he swings.
This is very epic with the music right now. I'm not gonna lie.
So I drag the.
Vibin'.
Yep, you drag the attack to Darrow Shadow Anti Paladin. Its armor class is technically it's 20 right now because of its Shield of Faith. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that is so. We will still have to figure. We'll have to figure out how to be able. There's someone's has to have figured out Bardic Inspiration. I even downloaded an extension for it, and I don't know how it's going to be able to work. But you basically, the reason why it's programmed that way is I'm not going to tell you whether or not it hits or not. I guess in this case, if you're going to use it, roll without rolling on top of whoever.
Okay.
And roll it in the dice box, and then you can decide to add it. And we'll go with that for now until we get it until we get it figured out.
Okay. Do you want me to roll again or?
No, you're good. You rolled a 5, but you still have the Bardic Inspiration if you choose not to use it. For now. Let me see. So yeah, that is you have 1 attack, right?
Yes, that should be the end of my turn. So.
Okay, and you are still big for a while.
I'm big for 1 minute.
Und Minute. Why did we not put that as 1 minute? Okay, remind me. We'll get back to the whole 1 minute thing later. Mara, the person that you had choked out is now. You still technically have them choked. Do you drop them?
I have to go get this dog out of the yard. Can you take like a minute break?
Yeah, we can take a minute break.
Kelly, answer my question.
Where's the question?
Why is it so much brighter at your house when it's almost dark at mine?
Because I have like 90% window over there. I don't know.
Look at how dark it is.
Are you facing the sun and you're facing away from the sun?
I guess it's still kind of bright at my house.
Okay.
They kind of look the same to me.
That's like east.
Yes.
You know when you're like standing in a lit house and you look outside the house and it's completely dark?
Yeah.
You're the sun. So everything is gonna look dark to you.
Oh.
I think she was not. I think she was trying to actually explain, like, if you're in a brighter area, anything else looks darker.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you turn all the lights off in your house, it won't look that dark outside.
You're the brightest thing in the room, babe.
I'm good at
Oh, okay, never mind. You are flirting. Okay, I gotta differentiate.
Okay, I'm back.
I can come flirt with you if you want.
No,
I'm not done.
I'm evil now.
Andy Tandy, no flirt with Tandy.
All right, Mark. Do you drop the unconscious Darrow at your feet?
What if I want to hold on to him?
Throw him at someone else.
You have your hands full, but yeah, you could.
No, I'll drop him, and then I guess I will. I'm gonna thorn whip this other dude.
Okay.
Can you like thorn whip him into the lava?
Was it 10-foot range?
No, I can only pull him towards me. I can pull him 10 feet. Why won't it let me pull this?
So you want to use thorns. So you'll want to use Thorn Whip. I believe it's got a range of.
Range.
It's range of 30 feet. Yeah, you can absolutely hit him.
So I pull my black rose stem out of my bag, and I cast Thorn Whip. If it'll let me, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
So what you need to do is you'll take the melee +5. If you're looking at Thorn Whip spells, and you hit the magnifying glass, you'll see attack, and it says melee +5. You'll drag that to Darrow Guard number 2.
I grab the link.
No, so you clicked on the. Did you click on the magnifying glass next to Thorn Whip?
Okay.
Then you see underneath it has a blue attack, and then next to it says melee +5. You drag that to the Darrow. There you go. That is going to be a hit. So then you go down to the damage, the lightning bolt part of it, and you roll the 1d6 piercing magic on top of the Darrow Guard number 2. Okay. Nicely done. I'm going to go ahead and remove the second Thorn Whip in your spellbook. There you go.
Yeah, I'm missing. I got some weird stuff in here, but we can talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Nicely done. Now, so you can move there. You can easily get. What's your speed? 40.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get necessarily all the way around to the guy who cast the Rainbow Blast, but you can get to the guy you just Thorn Whipped.
Yeah, I'll run over to him.
Okay, the bridge is 15 feet wide. He's right in the center. You can be next to him, diagonal from him, left or right. You tell me.
Diagonal's good. I'm good with that.
Okay. So you're on this stone-made bridge, peering over, and like I said, about 10, 15 feet below is the bubbling, slow churning magma that you can feel the heat coming from now that you're inside this circle.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Do I get a bonus action?
Your wild shape is a bonus action. And I don't think any of your other spells are. You can cast Healing Word as a bonus action. We're gonna need to probably. I think what we'll do is we'll put in parentheses next to each of those spells what the action economy is, if it's a bonus action or a full action.
Okay. I'm good. Then.
Okay. So go ahead. We go then to Sin.
Okay.
Sin, you're backed up against the wall at this point. You are farthest. You and Patches. You don't see Patches anymore, but you are farthest away from most of the combat at this point. Depending on your speed, you might be able to get.
My speed is 40. I can definitely get to. I can pretty much get to first two
You can get
Pretty
to
easy.
you can get to the Darrow guard pretty easily. It might be a dash to get around to the anti-paladin. Because you can't go straight unless you can leap over the lava, which I would not recommend it. Because if you fail,
Okay.
it's gonna get real
So-
hot.
Sin will get to here, next to Darragard number 2.
Here meaning so you're gonna run over, you're gonna pass by and run up the bridge to meet with Mara on Darrow Guard number 2.
Correct.
Okay.
And I will use my first attack as a hand axe attack on him. That's Darragard number 2, right? Okay, so that'll miss.
Mhm.
My second attack, I will take my other hand axe in my offhand, and I'm going to throw it at the Duro Savant.
You're gonna throw it.
Frick 'em.
The range is what, 2060?
Uh,
I believe it's
That's-
2060.
that's fine.
So he's beyond 20 feet, so it's going to be a roll with disadvantage, unless
Right.
you use your inspiration that you have to make it a flat
Sure.
roll.
I will use the inspiration to make it a flat roll.
Perfect. All right. So no need to hit any of the modifiers. Just roll a regular range attack.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay. And let's see, the damage
Mm-hmm.
is not much. Is he
It
still
is-
up?
It is not much, but it is enough to have him fall down prone and unconscious.
Okay. And now, let's see.
You are -1 axe. Don't forget.
Right. I'm trying to think if I can still use my Gathered Swarm. Because I did hit something, but he's down.
I'd probably say not.
Okay.
If
Then-
you could have it move you. I believe you can still have your gathered swarm move you. Right?
Yeah, I can move myself, I guess. But, I'll move myself over here, and then I'll have my Gathered
Oh.
Swarm move me one
Over
more
here.
back.
I'm not using
Sorry.
I'm not using the grid. So over here where?
Back one space.
Okay, so you're gonna go
Sure.
back towards the door a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my Gathered Swarm will move me another space that direction.
So another 5 feet because you can move up to 15 feet horizontally.
Another 5 feet.
Oh no, you are moved by the swarm. Okay, 5
Right.
feet. You're up. Sorry, I was looking at the second
Sorry.
bullet. Okay, yeah. So you go back a total of 10 feet from where the Darrow guard was, as he is sort of raking in that chained weapon, the chain spear that he has. Anything else?
That'll do it.
Okay, I believe both of your favored foes have both been extinguished, at least for the sense of them falling unconscious. So go ahead and hit next turn, and that is going to bring us to Poppy.
Okay.
You're scary,
Uh,
Poppy.
I am
Rawr.
scary Poppy. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move just slightly. Just
Are you
like
going-
right here.
Towards the fallen savant, or are you going towards the bridge with Mara and the Darrow?
I'm
guard?
just wanting to get like to a place where I can hit the anti-paladin without fearing hitting other people.
Okay. You could, if you go in the direction of the fallen old man with the pole. There's a bridge close to where he's at. You can head that way. You will be far enough away from everybody. You could still have a straight shot even from this side of the ring.
Is there a way that I can get to a place where I can see him and still be able to have enough movement to get back to Prudence, or at least mostly?
Yeah, you can move 15 feet towards the savant. Take your
Okay.
shot and 15 feet back.
Okay, cool. So my next thing is Wicket's going to help me again.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on the anti-paladin.
Okay.
So I do this to myself. And then I do this to... I need to move up. Hold up. I need to... There we go. I did something wrong. That's fine. I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, that's my bonus action.
Okay, so you hexed him to give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I am going to use some of my Metamagic Adept to twin spell Eldritch Blast, so 2 bolts go and hit him.
Okay.
Maybe.
Firing right between Leofston's legs. Do not roll a natural 1. It might not look good for Leofston.
Okay. I have advantage on the first one from Wicket.
You don't have a shielding codpiece, do you, Leofston?
I have a chainmail hanging over my crotch. Does that count?
The front, maybe.
That's on the back too. It's a little skirt.
No, I'm kidding. It's all good. Okay, so you're going to twin, so you're going to roll 2 different d20s for the attack.
Yeah. First one is not a natural 20, but a 20 to hit.
A 20 is going to hit. That is his armor class.
Okay. Thank
Jiminy.
God. That's the damage. 10 points of damage. 3 of that is necrotic. I think, yeah, 3 of that is necrotic.
Okay. So 10 damage.
Get him, Poppy.
And then...
He already rolled his concentration. Stop. Okay.
The second attack on him, which I don't have advantage on. 17 to hit.
It's going to miss.
No. It'll miss. So then I'm just gonna move back to Prudence, and then that's my turn.
Alright. We go to the Shadow Anti-Paladin, who, now seeing that Leofston is right there, he's gonna go ahead and drop his heavy crossbow as a free action and pick up the sword he's been waiting to use on somebody. And that, luckily, is you.
Yay! I love this for me.
Yes. Okay. So, let me see here. Yes. Alright, it is going to swing its scimitar against you, Leofston of Yomsborg.
A scimitar? We have so many of those.
You do, yeah. Alright, that is going to be... It's with disadvantage, I believe, because he's still frightened. So, let's see. I need to make sure to click disadvantage before I do the next attack. 20. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Alrighty, Aphrodite. You take 9 points of slashing and 13 points of necrotic as this black ichor, this wisp around its sword, just kind of ethereally floats around it. But as soon as it makes connection with you, it begins to just seep into your wounds and cause you greater pain. It is going to then attempt to attack you a second time. This time, still with disadvantage. And a 13 is going to miss. He then begins to cackle as some of the heat from the surrounding magma and the smelters sort of not like wash onto him, but then kind of just like slowly, you feel these drafts of heat swirl around him. Nothing happens right now, but they just kind of are there, floating around him at this point. He is not gonna move. He thinks he can be able to take down the giant in front of him before working on the rest of you. So we are going to go to Tandy.
How far away would you say that I am from this cat?
There's a cat?
The other one, the one I don't like.
You were, if I'm not mistaken, still... You were by the first guard, yeah. About 40 feet away. Considering there's a bridge and a giant pool, a ring circle of magma around him. So like I said, about 15 to 20 feet wide is this round circular channel of magma. Bridge is 15 feet wide that just goes over in those 3 spots. So you could go across the bridge, pass by the Darrow Guard number 2, and join the fray.
Just found out how one of my spells works, and I'm so mad I didn't figure it out before. Okay, I'm going to. Does he still have his smoky advantage thing yet?
Who?
The boy.
The shadow guy?
Yeah, didn't he have like a shadowy thing, and it was making it hard for us to hit him?
No, I was originally going to have this be like where it's slightly obscured, but that still doesn't mess up ranged attacks. It's heavily obscured if it was. He doesn't have anything that's like he has. Oh, that thing. Yeah, no, he still has that.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah, he still has it. He did not break concentration on it.
Okay, then I want to use Fairy Fire against him.
Okay.
Hello? Oh, there it goes twice.
So remember, on Fairy Fire, you'll click the magnifying glass for it, and you'll roll that Dex DC 13 save on top of him, and make him make that save. He has advantage on it because of magic resistance, and it looks like he saves.
Fuck. Okay. Then I don't think that does anything.
Not on a save.
What's the radius of that? Because it might
20 feet.
catch the other. Oh, okay, so it probably doesn't.
Nope.
No, does it catch Darrow Guard too? I think it does. You could probably. It's if there's 20 feet between them, you could catch them both in it.
Is again assuming that that grid is law. We're trying to go to theater of the mind. So as far as the combat between him and Leofston and all of the surrounding areas of the forge, there is more of a distance between him and the Darrow Guard. If you want to ask if you can hit both, then I would be able to I'd be able to let you know.
Can I hit both?
Nope.
Cool. I think I have to talk to you about this later.
Okay.
How does this work?
Are you moving at all?
No, I don't
Okay.
need to.
All right. So you're staying where you're at with the fallen Darrow Guard number 1. So we then go to Patches. You are next to a statue. You can peer in. You do see, I say by just poking your head around, you can see that the old man with the cane has fallen.
All right. Do I have line of sight to, if I'm popping back into the entryway, to the guy that's been beating up all my friends?
Yeah, you can see, if you're standing at the doorway, you can see the Darrow, obviously, the Darrow Guard in combat with Mara, with Sin a little bit closer to you, on the bridge. And then beyond, you see a massive Leofston, and between some of the smelters, you do see the, barely coming up to his kneecaps, the Shadow Paladin.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that there Shadow Paladin feller.
Shoot your shot.
Oh, that's a roughin'.
Good thing we're not doing
Um,
crit tables.
Okay, well, I'll duck back out of the doorway. And that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, as the arrow flies, the heat emanating from the surrounding him causes it to lift a little more than you anticipated.
Okay, can Jolene run up to the guard on the bridge and do a little bite attack?
Sure can. 40 feet movement, right, for Jolene?
Yep, she's a fast one.
Sure can.
Is that guard 1 or 2?
Guard 2.
2, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's moderate. Jolene hits. Hey.
She sinks her teeth into the Darrow guard's live legs.
Take that.
And becomes heavily damaged.
Okay, Jolene's done, so I guess it's the guard's turn.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we're messing.
You're good. Okay, we'll go back real quick. Okay, it has now obtained its Atlas, but it has somebody in combat with him. So, Mara, he's going to attempt to just stab you with his Atlas spear. With a 19, that is going to hit as he jams it into your flank, and you take a total of 4 piercing damage. It looks back and sees the combat between the paladin and the giant Leofston, and looks and sees one of its fallen Darrow guard, along with the old wise man who basically taught him everything he knows from a young pup. Raised him from just a massive stream of abandonment issues, and is going to at least circle around Mara to the point where he might try to make a break towards where the old man is, but does not break. Basically, gets in a position to where perhaps he might be able to book it next time.
Does Jolene get an opportunity attack?
Yeah, sure. You can use a reaction. You can use a reaction for that.
Might as well.
We killed somebody's dad.
Pseudo dad. It's literally gas station dad. Okay.
Oh, it's not
Gas station dad.
It's not letting me do an attack not on her turn. That's interesting. Oh wait, I was just hitting the wrong button.
Yeah. Let's go!
Jolene has the highest kill count.
Alright, so then roll your, what was it, D6?
Yeah, it's a D6 plus 2.
Okay, well, that sucker's dying anyways.
Yeah, I think it has a mind of its own as to what to do for crits.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe we'll just do that, and then I might think of throwing in a +5 damage or something, because you can always, I think that might help, because you can always just click the +5 modifier when you roll your damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can, can't you?
So I think we might do that.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do that for crits.
Does the Darrow guard reach out to his daddy as his last dying breath escapes his lips?
Well, Jolene grabs him, bites into him, and then just like tosses him into the lava so he can reach out like Terminator style from the lava.
You are like Papa. All right. We then go from that gruesome death to Prudence as the anti-paladin begins to start cackling maniacally.
I'm gonna do something unconventional, so I'm gonna tell you what my intention is.
Love it. I love intention.
I'm running to the anti-paladin, and then I want to hold on to his sword for like dear life so that he can't use it. Because I don't like the fact that there's shit summoning around him, and I don't want him to be able to use his sword.
Okay. From what I understand, you're up against the wall where Poppy went back to. So and you have a movement speed of
40.
40. You don't have any way. is there a way to dash as a bonus action for you?
Yeah, I think so. If I spend a key point. I think that I'm in range though.
I think she is too because I was like maybe 35 or 40 where I was at, and I was
You had
a little
you had to
further.
yeah, but remember you had to dash. So yeah,
But I
that's
have
fine.
I have a 30 though.
Yeah, instead of moving 60 and 40 is like 20 feet of difference.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, if you want to spend a key point, you can do that. You would dash there, and you can use your action to be able to attempt to grab his weapon. Are you wanting to grab it from him, or grab it to where he doesn't swing it?
So I don't know if I can beat a strength roll.
Probably not.
So I just want to hinder him to make him not be able to use it or summon or whatever the fuck this lava sword does.
So you could essentially use the aid action to give him disadvantage, which is going to make it harder for him to hit anyone.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Would him
Okay.
keeping the sword be a strength check? Because he's hexed for that.
He is hexed for that.
He's hexed
So he
for
has
that.
he has disadvantage on saving. So
Do you guys think I should roll for it?
Hell yes.
You
You're
believe in me?
pretty boss if you get it.
Okay, I want to try to take the sword from him.
You want to try to take the sword from him. Okay.
My party believes in me.
All right. So you spend a key point to be able to dash as a basically as a bonus action, right?
Sure.
So you can, without a doubt, with 80 feet, you could certainly get there and then even move back if the plan goes to. But all right. So you are going to need to make a athletics check, and he is going to have to make a athletics check with disadvantage.
Prudence, come on, Prudence. Come on.
I got a 17.
With disadvantage, yeah, with disadvantage, he got a 7.
I steal his sword.
yeah.
He is swordless.
I don't know what to do with it.
Run away!
I run away.
You have movement.
Throw it in the lava.
You still have movement to move away next to the lava and drop it in the lava because you can drop something as a free action.
But if you drop But if you
But the sword might be really cool.
That's up to you. But if you drop
You could
it
just
in
move
the
away
lava,
if you wanted.
You definitely can't get it.
Can I give it to Leofston?
I don't think I'm proficient in scimitars.
Austin has
Prudence,
his hands
that
full.
sword seems mighty evil.
The sword is talking to me. Don't kill me, Prudence. I want to drop it in the lava.
Excuse me, Tiefling. What do you think you're doing? No,
The
No.
sword is hot.
Nope,
It
not
has a hot
canon.
voice.
Not
I can't drop
canon.
it in the lava.
no. If you were to understand, if you don't understand undercommon, it's more like.
Can we get a forearm check on the sword?
Yeah, that's very important.
No. We've
Marty,
already.
what do you think?
Hilt check.
What do you think I should do? I don't want to get rid of the sword if one of you was hoping to get it.
You
I
could
mean, the
just
only
run away and then
the only
talk about it later.
What were you saying, Kelly?
I was saying the only person I think is would be have a use of it is Mara. The question is, does she want an evil sword?
I mean,
don't know it's equal.
if you run away, he's probably not getting the sword anyhow.
I don't want it. I already have a scimitar.
Is it a
Can't-
sword or a scimitar?
The scimitar.
Hey, Angie.
Yeah.
If you run away, I could make it to again where he can't move closer by hitting him.
I'm getting conflicting advice.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
I
keep
run
it.
off and we figure it out later.
Okay. Are you at least standing right next to him?
Can I use my... No, I can't use Crusher unless I hit him. I guess, right? How can you take something unless you're next to someone?
Then you can still move.
That's what I want to do. I want to move.
Okay, you can move about 20 feet away. Do you want to go to the bridge you haven't gone across yet? The 3 o'clock bridge, the 9 o'clock bridge, or the noon bridge?
I want to go near a party member.
Noon bridge.
Yes.
That's where Mara's at. Alright, he is going to... yeah, he's not going to use a reaction for that. Okay, that is your turn. You have successfully stolen the evil sword of
Thank you for believing in me, party.
So dope.
the Shadow Paladin.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna give my attention for everything all the time now. That's so much better.
I mean, the aid action is a relatively good action. I believe normally it gives people advantage, but it is an action. So if you're trying, like, yeah, aid normally just gives people advantage. But you didn't do aid, so we'll figure something out for you, Tendi.
Okay, so Leofton is going to take a deep breath, like as the bullshit's happening. This happy sax stealing of the sword. He's gonna take a deep breath and use second wind to try to get a little health back. So I click and drag the big green plus on myself.
You got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, so feeling a little bit better, and with the Darrow disarmed, he's going to take another swing with Landbreaker. So, you want me to take the dice and go on the board or on the Darrow?
You don't have any more. Oh, no, you still have Bardic Inspiration. So yeah, do it on in the main chat box, not on the Darrow. Because if you decide you want to use Bardic Inspiration, then you would say, Tendi, put that Bardic Inspiration back on me, and then roll the d6.
Okay, so I still...
D4. You don't know what your own Bardic Inspiration is?
I don't know if I have to open it. Hang on. For attacking or for healing?
For attacking.
6.
Okay.
So I roll.
Aw.
I'm not gonna use it because I would rather beef up something that's actually gonna hit him.
Fair.
So... Well, fuck.
Maybe he's big and the sword is small, and he's so used to holding a big one that the small one just, it ain't cutting it.
Or maybe it's like the sword is so big that he's like overshooting it over his head.
I don't know my own strength.
So I've already done a bonus. I've done an action.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's it, right? Bonus action move?
I think that's it, but let me check something real quick. No, I'm done. Just Leofton curses, he misses.
Okay. Alright. In round 3, we go to Mara. Mara, you're on the bridge with Prudence. The second Darrow guard has fallen. All that remains is this cackling anti-paladin smithing Darrow.
He's cackling after I stole his sword.
Yes.
That's bad.
We recall back to a time when you read lore about how Darrow are insane. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Playing a Malkavian for so long is just normal, I guess.
Right, I hear that. Alright, Mara, what are you doing?
Everybody's in my way.
Well, tell me, what do you want to do?
I want to stab.
Okay. You're in the middle of the bridge, and you have 40 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
You can be able to get around Leofton to be able to get to him within that 40 feet. Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna charge him. My hooves aren't in here the
Isn't
same
that
way.
isn't that a straight line type charge, right?
I don't know. I knew in Roll20 and I don't know in here.
Let's see. Charge is if you move at least 30 feet straight toward a target, then hit it with a melee weapon attack. You can follow that up with a bonus action, making an attack with your hooves.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I'll give it to you. You can
Thank you.
somehow find a way to charge 30 feet amongst all of the smelters and a giant Leofton. You can be able to,
It's because I'm
and that's if you hit it. So
so tall. I have much long legs, and 30 feet isn't really 30 feet.
Yeah, the Austin can jump, obviously, and then she can have
That's science.
questioner. How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
yeah, forget the line. Let's go back to maps.
Okay, so 30, I charge 30 feet, hit him with a melee weapon attack.
You gotta hit him first. He's got a 20 AC.
Oh no.
I don't know how to pull my,
So,
do I just roll a d20?
well, are you attacking with your double-bladed scimitar? What are you attacking with?
Well, I would use my regular one since I'm proficient in it, but it's not on my sheet.
Is it if it was in your inventory, it'd be on your sheet.
Well, I collected it when we fought him in the first big room with the battlements, whatever. Go away, Tate. I stole it off somebody that I killed. And
I know. Don't you have like 14?
Yeah.
They're,
I have a lot of
they're if they are, they're not on your character sheet. I can add.
Yeah,
one.
I know.
I can add.
I
one
tried
real
to add
quick.
it, but didn't know how. I did it wrong. I don't think I added the books on here, is why.
Scimitar. I am adding it now. You have a scimitar. It should show up
Yeah.
under your actions now.
I saw something. Okay.
There
And
you
it's
go.
a star.
So you take you drag the +5 die box and you drag that on top of the Darrow Shadow Anti-Paladin.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Ooh.
20 does hit.
Hey.
30, 20. Okay.
Nice.
And then you take the damage part of it, drag it onto him.
Oh, no. Hang on. Ah! Ah! That's this. Okay.
Okay, he still makes his concentration check.
Okay.
But he does take 7, so he after all this he still appears to just be moderately wounded.
So I hit him, right?
You did. Hoof him up. Hoof attack. 20 AC, let's go.
Oh my god. Just switching back and forth. Oops. Do I do the +5?
Yep.
First?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's always going to be the to roll to hit, and then
Oh, no.
that's going to be a miss.
Oh no.
You tried.
Oh no. Skills. Nope. Abilities. Codes. Instead of the bludgeoning damage normal for when you hit with them. Strike deals one.
When you did hit with the first scimitar, however, you will need to make a saving throw. This is going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. Do I drag that onto the chat?
You could. I think if you have your character sheet up, you should be able to just double click it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Almost a 2.
So, all right, so you're going to take half of 2d10. So let me go ahead and roll this real quick in here. And then half of that. Yeah, I know. And I'm going to drag that over tomorrow. So as you strike him with the scimitar, why didn't it Come on now. You playing?
I'm confused. I thought when I did. Oh, hang on. I'm looking at hooves, not charge. If you move 30 feet, target and hit with a melee weapon on the same turn. Bonus action. Making one attack with your. Oh, okay, so the bonus action was my hooves and I didn't hit him.
Why is it not letting me? There we go. So as you strike it, the heat that is swirling around him ignites as you strike against him. This heat wraps up your arm in a quick flash of spiral flame that burns you for 7 fire damage.
Rude.
I mean, yes.
Okay. Do I need to do
Nope.
the damage?
I already added it.
Okay.
You saved, so you only took half of that. So, all right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. We are then going to go ahead and end your turn, and that'll take it over to Sin. That heat, Leofston, stops for right now.
Moderately comfortable if I'm dying.
Sin moves 5 feet diagonally to get a better angle on this this shadow anti-paladin, and he's going to use his free action to grab a second axe from the back of his belt.
You could draw a weapon as part of a move.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's going to throw the first hand axe at him.
Okay. This is 20 feet, so as far as you have, it's not disadvantaged beyond the 20 feet.
Okay. Find this guy on the tracker.
So
there he is.
Regular old. Now remember, when you say you move 5 feet diagonally, to me, not using a map, I know you aren't moving 5 feet on top of the boiling hot liquid magma, but if you're moving like to the apex of the bridge to get a better shot, or if you're doing 5 feet diagonally to stand on like maybe the bridge, handrail or something like that, I wouldn't be able to know what 5 feet diagonally is.
All he's doing is Leofston's huge, so he is moving slightly further towards him, but like further out, but slightly closer, so he can get a better angle on the shot.
Sure, you could be able to find one.
Okay. And oh, that's a terrible shot.
Oh,
so
no.
He will then, since he missed with that one.
That axe does fly into the lava.
That's fine. Then he will use his second, his bonus action to throw another hand axe with his other hand.
Okay. 20 hits.
Nice.
And because that happened, let me go ahead and roll the damage on that. Nice damage. I will use my... how close is he to the lava?
He's right in the center. He's, with the exception of Leofston basically towering over him, he's right near the center of the circle. The circle is, from one side to the other is 40 feet, so there's 20 feet on either side of, in any way you slice them. Plus, there's an anvil in the, right smack dab in the center. There's smelters. There's various things that are kind of in the way.
Okay, so he's not within 15 feet of the lava?
No.
Okay. So then I will just use my Gathered Swarm to go after him.
Okay. He has passed every concentration check he has needed to so far to maintain that extra bit of AC. But he's not looking good at this point.
Okay. That is all of his, or all of Sin's attacks. So Sin will move probably 15 feet back towards the dead Darrow guard number 1.
So back over on the other side of the bridge.
Well, right next to where Tendy's at. and Jolene and the dead Durogard, and he will end his turn there.
Okay. Yeah, just think like close side of the bridge, middle of the bridge, back of the bridge, like is just a good way, rather than dealing with feet and things like that. All right, we go to Poppy.
Okay, Poppy's gonna do pretty much the same thing that she did last time. So she's gonna move up 15 feet towards the Duro servant, and with help from Wicket, is going to twin spell. Do her final meta magic adept to twin spell Eldritch Blast, and so the first one is advantage. So also I need to add my hex thing back to my character because it left last time.
Yeah, because you can't. It's on a roll that you hit and goes away. You can't have. It wouldn't do it for every single one.
I thought it did. Hex is like Hunter's Mark.
Right, but if you it's D6 necrotic roll self. It expires after each roll that you do.
Okay.
So
I'll add it back.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it stays.
It's supposed to stay. It just doesn't.
Right. The reason why I say that we have to do it that way is because if you roll something else other than you doing something like the Eldritch Blast,
Right.
it's going to try to add that D6 to it. So just whenever before you deal damage, you want to make sure that you add that.
Okay. 24.
24 is going to hit.
Nice.
God.
First one
Yeah,
first one
it is.
flies true right in between Leofson's big tree trunk legs. Hits him right in the face for 14 damage, and he still manages to make the
This fucker.
the save.
Can we get a 4-leg check?
4-leg check, masterful.
Ooh.
Next one. Final one. Please hit. 14 doesn't hit.
Does not.
Okay. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. So you're towards the 9 o'clock side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus actions that I can do? I don't think so. No. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. So then we're gonna go to him. He is going to pick up his crossbow that he has set down. He is going to. His laughter gets louder and louder as he begins to cackle. Choose a creature. Okay. Lee Austin, since you are there, he is going to go down, but not before toppling the largest thing he has ever fought. So Lee Austin, you're going to need to make a save. Let me drag this over to you real quick. Of course that didn't work because there's too many people on here. There we go.
What kind of?
You did save, so you are fine. No worries. You feel like the laughter is trying to break through your concentration. You are too focused, too in the moment at this point in time. The heat does begin to swirl around him once again, but he is going to move away from you if you would like to take an opportunity attack.
I would.
That sounds wonderful. Go right ahead. I welcome it.
So, same thing. If I want to use Bardic, I hit, and if it.
Yeah, roll to attack. See if you want to eke out that extra d6.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
I say you know what his armor class is. At this
Yeah,
point.
and I'm not gonna be able to hit that. So, swing and a miss.
Okay. He is going to. Not yet.
Jordan,
Yes.
I know it's like super near the end of the fight, but do you think you could like draw the bridge on the map? Just like a real quick, like where it is.
That real quick would involve me probably having to move everyone to where they at least say they would be at.
Okay. Maybe some other time for a different fight.
Yes, I can certainly try that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're trying to move away from maps, so that's why I didn't want to try to use the order stuff, that order grid, too terribly much. Otherwise, I might as well start loading maps back in there. But yes, I will try to at least draw rough sketches of it. All right, he's going to back up. He is at this point 10 feet away from the lava, but far enough to be ranged against Leofston, and is going to fire his first disadvantage. Oh, wait, he's not frightened anymore, right?
I thought it was with when she was in sight still.
No, it ends after a certain point, right, Poppy?
Oh, yeah, I hit him, though, so I could have done it then again, but I forgot.
Let's go ahead and drag it to him. You hit him.
Okay.
Just remember, whenever you hit him, you got to make sure that you put that on there.
Yeah.
Because then that will automatically make his checks and his attacks with disadvantage. Okay, yeah, he fails.
Yeah. So he is frightened of me again.
There you go. All right, good. So I don't have to click the disadvantage. This should obviously roll for the heavy crossbow attack against Leofston, who is right here. Not one. Yeah, for sure is going to miss. The second attack, however, also needs to be rolled with disadvantage. Why did it not do that? 22 or a 22 is going to hit.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Once again, another shadow-infused bolt flies towards you as you take a total of enough.
Roof.
You are now you now fall unconscious. Does your giant form stay while you are?
I think so. Let me look at it quick.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about unconsciousness.
Okay. Well, let's say your giant form just kind of falls. You slump over the large anvil and maybe one of the smelters nearby.
Godzilla style.
Yeah, Godzilla style. As he raises his heavy crossbow with two hands like a Tuscan raider in triumph that he has toppled the large human man. We will then go to... Actually, hold on. It moved 10 feet back, so it has another 20 feet of movement. So it is going to actually move to the 9 o'clock... the 3 o'clock bridge. Not getting quite halfway, but at least in that direction. Creating some space between most of you. We then go to Tendy.
How far to get to this boy?
To get to that boy, you're halfway on the bridge, so let's say 25 feet to get to or 20 feet to get to where the Austin's at. He's another 20 feet. That's 40 feet total. 40, 45.
I would like to do a thing. You tell me if I could do this.
Okay.
I want to run up Leofston.
Okay.
Although he is slumped, I want to stand on top of him. And Tendy is going to do a big hiss at this guy.
Okay.
But it's not, it looks like a hiss, but Tendy's mad, and so it's just like 30 voices screaming in his mind.
Is it Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah, the big hiss.
Okay. Yeah, Dissonant Whispers has a pretty good range, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has 60.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know if
Climbing up
considered like heavy terrain or
I mean,
something.
yeah, technically going up something, upstairs would
I
be...
can feline
but
fucking do it. If you
Nah.
want it.
You have what,
I want
35?
to hit somebody.
Yeah, what's your movement speed?
30.
Yeah, that's
Double
fine.
60.
That's fine.
Just let me hit him.
You are standing on Leofston's exposed rump.
I was thinking like a cool like arms over it, but if we gotta go ass up, I'll do it for the team.
No, we can do, but there's a lot of platform in that large giant back, so. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Did he?
It was so cool.
He rolled he rolled with advantage because he has magic resistance. So yep, he passes.
It was very cool. It was very cool.
He, as he's raising it up in the air, he kind of hears you hiss and the whispers start. He just kind of like shakes it off and uses his arms to cover his ears. But you are now on top of the Often, another target for him to shoot. Anything else? All right. We go to Patches.
All right. Patches will come back into the doorway, and he will shoot at this fool.
All right.
I'm trying. I feel like my click, the hitbox for the clicks for me are really off.
Really? I think as long as you're the owner of your sheet, if you double click, it should just roll it in the regular box. But
Sorry, I did the damage. Ignore that.
well, it already added the damage to him, so I need to undo that real quick.
Sorry.
-6.
Yeah.
So 6, okay, got it.
Okay. Let me try and do this the right way.
That's fine. Like I said, this is the first major combat in Fantasy Ground, so we will get it.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do. It's just the actual clicking of things that may or may not work. Patches missed. He's going to back up again. Can Jolene run and take a bite at this hole?
With 40 feet, yeah,
she
just
was
barely.
at the other guy.
Yep, just barely.
All right, Jolene's going to run up, take a little bitey bite. Oh, yeah.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Ooh, he ain't look good.
He rolls to save against the his not to break concentration.
My goodness, he is a concentrating fellow. He has a really good constitution, I guess.
Yeah, he sure does.
Okay, well, I am done. So let me get him, Prue.
Jolene will need to make a dexterity saving throw. Hang on, I've got it. I just got to drag it onto Jolene so she can make it.
Okay.
Because he's going to spend his reaction to make her save. She does. So then this is going to be fire damage, and it's going to be half of that. So half, 7. Jolene takes 7 fire damage. Does she take more than that because she's cold?
No, it just gives benefits, not disadvantages.
Damn. I was going to melt her like a popsicle.
Yeah, well, I just would have popped her up again with fire immunity.
Imagine, like, the trauma for, like, Tandy and Poppy to just see Jolene melt like a popsicle.
She can come back.
It's going to be really funny when she dies for the first time.
Yeah, funny. That's the word I'd use.
It'll happen.
Somehow my little 20 hit point Drake has lived this whole adventure.
Angie's turn?
Yes.
I mean, Prudence's turn. Does Hands of Healing stabilize?
I mean, Hands of Healing restores hit points. So, if you're wanting to not spend a key point to do Hand of Healing or anything like that, it would be a medicine check, DC 10, to stabilize a unconscious and dying character.
Hands of Healing would heal him back up, right?
I want to
Yes.
use Hands of Healing as my Flurry of Blows action to heal him back to life.
Please and thank you.
So,
Peas and carrots.
So if you're in the middle of the bridge and you would, in order for you to use it as part of your flurry of blows, you'll have to spend the key point to do that and hit, or hit him or not. You can basically use it, run by, touch him, run by, and continue to make a second attack at this point.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it would work.
Yep. It
Okay,
would be
cool,
fine.
cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rush in on the last bad boy here. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff.
Trip him into the fire.
I miss. And then I'm gonna use flurry of blows. Punch, punch, punch. Where is punch? Oh, it's the wrong one. 18 misses.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna punch him twice. You're gonna use one of those two
Oh,
attacks
yeah,
to.
sorry, I forgot.
Okay.
Okay, so the other one, I use hand of healing.
You run up to him and he's a little bit onto the bridge, and you have like 5 feet of movement to basically step back, and you see like Leofson's enlarged hand that's slumped over, enough for you to step back 5 feet and touch him and to be able to bring him back.
You got 2 hit points, buddy.
Use them wisely.
Thank you.
You have a 10
Well, hey,
on your back.
look who's next in initiative order.
Mm-hmm.
Please heal yourself.
You have you are prone, so it'll take half of your movement speed to stand back up. You also have a cat on your back,
It's also still large.
and you are
Still very
large.
big.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So 15 feet at least to stand back up. Tendy, make a acrobatics check.
Tendy doesn't have to do shit. Tendy has claws. The whole way.
I mean, he'll let it.
Okay. Leofson, you want to take a 1 point of damage?
Hang on now.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're hanging
He
on.
has
Well-
armor, does he not?
That's right. Leofson's immune to any cat claws piercing its skin. I don't take any damage when a cat claws me. You're absolutely right.
I mean,
It's
Leofson's
an acrobatic check to just land safely next to him rather than dealing him a point of damage.
Leofson's wearing a cloak, a coat, chainmail, 2 tunics.
Great.
I just.
Just take the 1 point of damage and go kill this guy.
Congratulations, Tendy. You land safely next to Leofson.
I'm proud.
So how far away is this guy?
He is 25 feet away from you.
And what has my reach changed to?
It hasn't changed at all.
Okay, sorry, I thought you mentioned my reach had changed.
I thought I did, but I looked and it doesn't.
Okay, so Leofson stands and kind of does like a bit of a sway, like a bit of a sway, but he kind of takes a breath and picks up his sword and his shield again. He's going to then pass his hand over his face, and a rune appears as he speaks skilled, and uses Guardian Shield, which adds 5+ to his AC. Let me go find it.
That is so it's like casting shield, right?
Yeah, it's shield.
That is a reaction.
It's not a what?
It's a reaction when you're hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell.
That wasn't on the.
On the shield spell?
That wasn't on the Guardian Shield language. You cast the shield spell with this trait, invisible barrier. But once you cast the spell, nothing on here about being a reaction. And before I didn't use it.
But you cast the shield spell as the trait, so the shield spell is a casting time reaction.
Well, I mean, if I knew that, I would have used it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess confused because before I just used it as a.
It gives you +5 AC for until the start of your next turn. So you
But if
may
they
not.
miss you might as well not use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, Leofson's going to.
Get like a hand axe you can throw at him.
I do actually.
You have a javelin?
I do have a javelin. It's not in my inventory. It's in my inventory, but I don't have it equipped. So what do I need to do?
Well,
It's like he's got 2 on his back.
okay. Well, then, yeah, you essentially could you'd go ahead and put that as you have it. You would go to your inventory, go from carried and change it to equipped, which I did,
Okay.
That adds the javelin. It should add the javelin. Oh, it's not because the javelin is not spelled right. Hang on.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Javelin. Let's see if it does it now. Let me unequip it and re-equip it now. Now! Nope, still doesn't. Okay, easy way to do that is click the link, go to actions, drag it over here. I said drag it over here.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm clicking on why it's not pulling up. Because yeah, you can have it like equipped, and equipped is the same as being carried as far as the amount of time it would take for you to take it back
okay.
in and out. This javelin doesn't have anything attached to the properties of it. Did you type it in manually, or did you actually go add javelin from the item sheet?
I probably added it myself. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. I'm going to delete it real quick, and I'm going to add. You said you have 2 javelins.
Yes.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna go change that to 2. You have that carried and equipped, and now it's in there. So you can use it as a melee weapon, as you can see, and then also a ranged or a thrown weapon.
So Leofson is going to drop his sword and reach. Yeah, he's gonna hold a shield, drop his sword, and reach for a javelin, kind of like toss it a little bit in the air, and then just hawk it at this guy.
Yep.
And so I still do the boxing in case I want to use Bardic Inspiration, right?
Correct. And it has a thrown range of 30 feet, unlike a hand axe, so there's no disadvantage on this since he's 25 feet away.
Hell yeah. Oh. Why did it do 2?
Do you have advantage against him for some reason?
I did click on it, but I still missed, so...
It says dis, so I'm guessing you did disadvantage on it.
Did you have the disadvantage thing clicked?
I did not.
Oh yeah, that's fine. The 14 plus 4 would have been an 18. It wouldn't have hit.
Unless...
Or, because yeah, it's a plus 4 for your attack roll, so... Unless you want to use Bardic Inspiration, then you can change that 14 and add a d6 to it.
I would like to do that.
Sounds good.
Yes. That does something for him too, I think.
Nope. Wait, 18?
Moat. Your your 18 plus 4 would be a 22. That'll hit, but we gotta check and see what Tendy's moat does.
Okay.
Attack roll.
This is it. The moat provides an additional effect based on whatever it was.
Yeah, it's the DC. It's a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die. So, what is your spell save DC?
Mine?
Yes.
Or what if I'm not?
Mine or hers?
Tendy's. Let's see. It would be you see how on your Bardic Inspiration upon use ability, there's the purple guy, which is the effect. Then there's the yellow guy, which is the save, the yellow dice. Yeah, so it's a concept. Go ahead and drag that con save 13 to the Darrow Shadow Anti-Paladin, because he's got to make the save.
Stop doing that. That's what I want you to do.
Woo! He failed. So then, he also takes an additional 4 thunder damage. So when you throw that So okay, picture this: you hawk the javelin, and it flies through the air, and Tendi kind of just like how do you help? You just kind of bat it, or like with your mode of creation.
The note goes around the Austin.
Okay, it goes around, so when you throw it, the note goes with him.
The note goes around the javelin.
It goes around the javelin, and as it goes closer and closer to the Darrow Shadow Anti-Paladin, it swirls up the shaft, and then right as it hits the point of the javelin, that's when it impacts with the Shadow Paladin, giving you roll your damage and then add 4 thunder damage as he takes a whooping.
And it canonically makes a single noise.
So did you technically hit it?
Yes.
Okay, Jolene's going to use Infused Strike, so you get an additional d6 of cold damage too.
Okay, so I drag the damage on the Darrow.
Yes.
So 10, and then what do I do for the lightning again? A 4?
Yes, he loses concentration on his armor class at this point.
That's the triangle one, right?
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a triangle.
Yes.
So this is for thunder.
No. You already rolled the d6 bardic inspiration, so the thunder damage is what you rolled, which is a 4.
Okay.
So that's an additional 4 thunder damage. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna drag that to him.
Okay.
One moment. All right. Then you get infused strikes, which is a extra d6.
Oh, sorry, I meant to drag it on him.
You're fine. How do you want to do this?
Yay!
I describe how it kills him, or
Yes. So it impacts, but like, do you want to hit somewhere specific? Describe how your attack with the power of Tendi's creation mote that you may or may not know much about, and Jolene's infused strikes with the combination of cold, thunder, and you coming back from being unconscious due to Prudence's help. As a collective team, it is all coalesced into this one attack. How does it look? How does he die?
I imagine as the spinning spear or javelin goes through the air, filled with the power of friendship and new camaraderie, I imagine as he takes a step back to try to get out of the way, it hits him right below the throat, in the chest, so it knocks him backwards, and there's a pop of lightning, and he just crisps up, and then immediately, from that point, ice cascades over him and encases him as he falls back into lava, and then melts into nothing.
Very good.
Metal.
Dope.
That is great. I took off 1 javelin from your inventory now. But yes, that was
worth it.
That was so worth it. All right, yeah, you guys. With that out of the way, there is no current, clear, and present danger remaining in this smithing room. It is incredibly hot. It's incredibly steamy, and now the smell of dead skin is obviously starting to fill the place up. But it's a large area. It'll take some time.
And wanders over and digs his hand axe out of the old guy's face.
Hey, grab my arrows over there while you're at it.
Leofston kind of... Oh, go ahead.
Poppy's gonna go and run and hug Leofston.
And he's hugging Leofston's leg and just crying.
Poppy grabs the other leg.
As they're doing that, it makes him stumble and fall back on the anvil and
Trip
sit.
him.
God, and he
Trip.
falls in the fire. Oh, no.
Oh god.
No, he's just sitting and kind of dazed. He's dropped his shield and his sword. He's kind of blindly trying to pat their heads to make them feel better, but he's eyes in different directions trying to process what just happened.
Little ones, get off. Oh, that's Russian. Hold on.
Mia?
She wanted to hang out. Oh no, I can't do British. What happened?
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
What's all this then?
Maya, talk so I can do British, please. You're my cornerstone. I'm serious. Say something.
Is everybody okay?
I think we need to take a rest. Little ones, get off of his legs.
They're fine.
But if I leave, he might go too.
Everyone will be fine. Let's barricade the doors and rest.
Can we sleep somewhere else? It
Yeah,
smells like rotting skin.
it's a little hot in here.
I don't like it in here.
I think it feels pretty good, actually.
It's the most fortified room.
You can since getting
All
a
right,
look around.
I'll keep watch outside the room.
Getting a look around, matching Mara's description, sure enough, there are on the west side of this large, massive room, even further outside of the ring of magma, is a couple of rails and a couple of cart deposits that basically just house a cart being there. On the east side of the wall, there is similar but less cart trails, cart tracks that lead to two separate stone rooms that are built inside of this room. So, like, there's a roof to these rooms because the room is so tall. These are like maybe 15 feet high, and then a 5-foot ceiling that kind of ramps up. But these two have tracks going to them, and that's the same magical torchlight you see emanating from the torches.
Prudence wants to investigate the sword that I took from the Darrow.
Okay. You are looking at the sword of the Shadow Paladin. It is it's an expertly crafted scimitar, with a little more time taken to hammer out some words along the sharp edge of the blade, because he basically got an extra day to goof around on the smithing table, and there is, let me see here.
So the Darrow made it.
The Darrow crafted this inside of the inside of this room. There is no more black mist or anything surrounding and swirling around it. It at this point looks like a regular scimitar, just with a little personal touch added onto it.
Okay. So since I don't really glean anything too fancy about the sword, I was gonna say pocket it. That's not the right word. Do the rest of you really want to move out of this room? If so, we should do it soon and set up camp.
At least away from the magma.
Yeah, let's go to that fancy throne room. It seems much more comfortable up there.
I'm sorry, did you say ligma?
What?
How leaderific.
And we'll go over and assist Leofston getting him out of the room.
He's like 10 feet tall.
Sin is extremely strong. He's like Spider-Man.
Is Spider-Man strong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's super
I thought he
strong.
was just
Spiders are really.
athletic.
Have you not heard about spiders? Like, spiders are legitimately strong. Like, they're using them right now. We can talk about the zombies later.
Talk that later.
But no, spiders are strong for their
Like
size.
what?
Yeah.
Spider-Man's probably like the third strongest Avenger.
I did not know that. I thought he was just a swingy boy. Okay. Prudence starts leading everybody to the throne room.
Are the children still on Leofson's legs as he and
The children.
he and Sin hobble out?
If it looks like you're struggling, I'll get off. But
I mean,
Holding gently has his paw up to help Leofston move, and every time he picks up his foot, it kind of like touches the back of his ankle because that's just the height that we're at now.
Wait, hold. Prudence, actually, Tendy, will you accompany me while we search this room while the rest go to the throne room? Come on, get your mind off of it. He's fine.
They often like
It's a very sad look, actually, Austin and Paul's.
he like pats her on the head with like 2 fingers. Lets her go. Lets him go. Excuse me.
3 points of damage.
And then Prudence pulls Patches aside. Will you also assist? Your eyes are very good at spotting things.
Yeah, I can help.
So as Sin and the Austin and Poppy and Mara head out, I guess the other 3 of us will stay here to look around the room.
Wicket, stay with them, okay?
Okay. So we'll go to the ones who are looking at the room.
Are we at the throne room? Remind me which room we're in.
You
The
guys-
room we were just fighting in. We didn't look around before we left, so
Oh,
I thought we should do that.
We should establish which throne room we're going to, because we found at least like 2 or 3.
Where was the big one?
I would assume the one with the banners that Patches took.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the
Stole.
other ones that were
Confiscated.
individual rooms for the 3 people.
Well, because there.
The big chairs.
Okay, 'cause there's that, and then we found one before, but that was across the rope bridge. So the one with the 3 chairs and the. Okay. Sorry, please continue.
There is. You go search over. Like you tell me, do you go east or you go west first?
Prudence is just going to assist these 2, so I'm gonna trust their intuition.
Okay. Who's gonna?
Goes east.
Perfect. You go to the east, so you are going towards the 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the room on the left and the room on the right.
Left first, then.
Left first. You go up to it and you see that it is very intricately designed. There is gold filigree along the lining of the doors, and in Dwarven, there is text towards the top above the threshold of the door.
But I'm standing outside the door, it's not open.
Right. It is a closed door. There's Dwarven speech on top of it. There's also a inside the door. Imagine if you're looking at a door, there is a bunch of various stone bits that have been added in. And as if a piece was missing, there is clearly a spot where there would be a stone tablet that would fit that could fit in with the rest of these, and they are written in Draconic.
I can read Draconic.
Read it, baby.
So can I.
Pretty sure everyone and their mom can read Draconic.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Can't. This is homophobic.
Then let me go ahead and put this in chat real quick. 1 second.
Jolene can read it too.
Shh.
Can you
Feel
leave?
special. Let me have this.
Tandy can't read shit or hit anybody.
Then why did you hit my heart? With your love arrow.
Arrow.
Word on Prudence's heart. Jeez, that's sort of nice.
I don't know what that says.
Good thing the translation
sure
is
you
right
can-
above it.
It's not.
You don't
Are you
speak
sure you can
Draconic,
speak Draconic then?
You speak Infernal.
Oh.
I think I'm the only one that speaks Draconic.
I remember last session when I was rewatching it, you literally said, and I quote, "I speak Infernal," and that's basically Draconic.
I mean,
Patches. There is
All right.
there is a part of that is missing. I went ahead and put the whole thing But there's a part of that clearly that is missing because there's a piece missing from this
Okay.
readout.
Do you just want me to read the whole thing then, or
Leave out 2 or 3 words that you of your choice.
let me see.
Prudence stares really hard at the wall, like she feels like she should read it, be able to read it. It's making her irritated.
A giant door?
No,
what
it's-
are these bits that are missing?
It's just
There's a
one
couple.
bit.
There's a couple words missing, but it says, "Behold the treasures hailed from Oz, with the dwarfs who they something use these something to keep thieves at bay. Our efforts here are collected something."
It seems as though the important words are missing.
The section, the one section that is missing. So, however this was wrapped around, this one section that seems to be the same size and shape as a possible tablet that was at an earlier portion of this dungeon that was left alone, could possibly fit this spot because it was also in Draconic.
I would like to go back and get that thing.
You're okay.
All the way across the bridge, which almost killed you. Can Jolene
Check the
fly
other
her
room
across?
first.
Yeah, Jolene will just run back across and grab it.
Jolene can fly.
Not yet, but she's small sized.
I thought she flew the Offskin over the bridge.
No, it was the Fae.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Isolde.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say give it like while you check the other room. By the time that you're done, you can come back and Jolene will grab the piece that I made sure to put in the beginning of the dungeon. Intricate planning be damned. The second room is not locked. It is just a regular door. It doesn't seem it clearly is not as decorated as the first. Inside is more of the track that kind of leads up like about a couple feet in a ramp, and there are shelves, 2 rows of shelves that are lined with chests, and inside on top is a large minecart.
Neat. Tendy points this out to Brutus.
Do you need assistance?
Is
Prudence.
this minecart? It's not attached to anything.
It's on the tracks.
Yeah, but the tracks don't go back, right?
Yeah, the tracks go back underneath the door and back out to, like, imagine that they both lead out of the rooms, meet up in one singular track, and go down to, like, the furthest far south of the room. Not to anywhere, bear in mind, but to a place where you can put one cart and then be able to move another cart into one of the rooms and move large quantities of things in a cart versus having to, like, lug it around.
Maybe Prudence is putting chests in cart and moving back.
Always show we know where these carts lead.
Yes, you can tell that they come out of both of the rooms and join, like one curves into one, and they all form one single track that goes up against, at the very far south of the room, it's just a regular stone wall with a little bit of a buffer to kind of keep it from obviously being slammed into the stone, to allow 2 carts to sit there, 1 cart to go into each of the rooms, but currently this is the only cart that you see, and it is empty.
Would you like a ride in the cart? Prudence picks up the tiny little tabaxi and puts her in the cart.
Can I see the wall that they go to? Does it look anything?
It is a regular stone wall. It is just meant to basically, again, move large quantities of whatever is put inside the cart rather than having to have somebody lug them.
This cart can move so many tendies.
At least 20. That's a chicken nugget joke.
$5.99.
It's $4.99. Beg pardon. Inflation will not affect my nuggies.
Prudence starts slowly pushing Tendi and looking around.
Okay.
Keep your eyes peeled for anything else that might be of interest.
So you go into the room that's lined with chests. You go behind the cart and push it back down the small ramp as it speeds up a little bit. And you take a small, very slow cart ride back out of the room from whence you came.
As Tendi is doing this, they are looking back over Prudence's shoulder and doing like, gimme at the chests. Like, no, wait.
Prudence is definitely teasing you, like, I don't know quite what is it that you're wanting? She stops and then pushes her back into the room with the chests.
Now you are pushed back into the room with the chests.
We're having fun, Jordan, okay?
I agree.
We're fighting for like 3 hours.
Jolene still hasn't shown up yet.
How far are we from the other room? We're like just in the next room over, basically, right?
What?
Jordan?
What do you mean?
The room that we are in is
Yes.
like next to the room that we were in, that we had a big fight in.
These two rooms are inside this half circle of a room. They're like sheds, but very built-in sheds inside of this room. There's no doors inside of this chest room that lead anywhere. It is just a 15 by 15 square foot room. 5 feet of those in a giant border of this room are lined with 2 rows of chests. So chests, and in the center is the minecart on a slightly ramped up platform to reach all of the chests, and it ramps down back out into the main half circle room.
Okay, then Tendi yells down the hallway that there are chests in here.
I don't think that we should rush at these chests. If we focus back on the text Patches read to us, it seemed as though the treasures are supposed to be hidden. These are quite not hidden. I would rather not it explode if it's rigged.
Can I use detect magic on the chests?
You can.
Ooh,
Let's do
good
that.
thought.
I don't know if I can do that actually.
You want to cast that as a ritual, or are you going to cast that using one of your spell slots?
I think I have to do it as a ritual. I don't think I've ever done that ever.
Never ever?
No.
It just takes an extra 10 minutes or whatever it is.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't use a spell slot if you were to use it as a ritual.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Um,
We have time. What else am I doing? Sitting in a cart.
yeah. So for the next 10 minutes, you are able to detect things that are magical in a cone in front of you, basically. By the time that you cast this ritual, Jolene comes back with the tablet, and perhaps maybe also a bone in her mouth that she is carrying back. That obviously completes the entirety of the translation in Draconic. You look inside the room, Tendi. Nothing is glowing. Perhaps maybe the torches inside, the ones you've seen throughout all of this, they glow a little bit brighter because that is a type of magic. But the chests themselves do not glow.
Cindy absolutely hops out of the cart and crawls up to one of the chests and just opens it.
You open an unlocked one. A few of them are locked, but you open one of the many that are there, and one of them is unlocked, and it is empty.
Did you find anything good? It could just be hidden from your eyes. We should see if Jolene has returned. We go back to Patches.
Rare.
Okay.
What does it say? What's the hidden words?
Behold the treasure hailed from eyes, with the dwarves who they despise. Use these texts to keep thieves at bay. Our efforts here are collected stay.
Prudence sighs and throws her hands up. And she looks straight at the camera and she says, I hate puzzles. Almost for you, Ryan.
Somewhere Ian just nods his head.
Can't wait for the second season of Midgard.
People who technically aren't here, what do you think we should do?
What if
They kissed.
we kid? She's a little kid.
Can the other one
What?
come off the wall? Or is it just that one? Like, did we put that one back in the wall?
No one's done anything yet.
I put it in the wall.
What?
You put it in the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a bit hefty, but you manage it. As you kind of click it in, a moment passes, and a kind of a dark blue but light, like it emits a tiny bit of light. Traces from where you enter it, from the bottom of the door frame up and around into the bottom, and they sort of click and solidify into place. Any of the cracks between get filled with this dark blue light, and you hear a click, and then a stone slab, probably about I want to say like 4 by 4 inches, lifts up outside of the door frame to appear to be a keyhole.
Did we find any keys?
Did I have a key in the satchel?
Don't we have these tools? We've
Sin
fallen into
does.
this once before. I will never do it again.
I
Sin
will.
has these
I will
tools.
tell you right now. There is a key to this, and I'm gonna roll a d2 to figure out where between the two where it's at. 1 is there. 2 is there. Okay.
And take that as we don't have the key.
Guys, we found a key a while ago.
Did we?
Yep, it's in the coin magic ledger. It's in the satchel with Lee Austin.
I was about to say, I thought there was a key in the satchel.
Leosta doesn't have it.
I
Prudence.
have it.
Prudence has it.
It's actually with Prudence. I was joking.
Leosta
then.
found it. He gave it to Prudence because he's like, "You're the leader here."
Okay.
I opened the satchel, remembering I have a key.
You have a key in your hand.
I take the key out. I insert the key slowly
Key
but surely into the keyhole
key gets about a fourth of the way in before it stops.
because it doesn't fit. Jordan, what am I supposed to use this key for?
Where'd you find it?
In one of the beginning rooms with all of the bad guys.
Yep. The bad guys gotten across the bridge and encountered everything that you've faced so far in this more abandoned section of the Citadel.
Were they Darrow? No, they were. Were they?
Some of them were.
We found the key on May 25th, 2022.
That's-
That's all I know.
Yeah, come on. You can't.
You
No,
found the
no,
key
no.
from the satchel, supposedly from the leader that got away, and the cultists that you fought. That were all human. Maybe
they were
half,
like elf.
maybe half elf. You can't
I
tell.
wonder how the cultists are doing now. Do you think that they've accomplished their goals?
Well, it's just a.
The ones
it's
here
just-
died.
It's just the leader, so he's just like booking it down the road still.
He's still running to this day. Prudence pulls the key out and scoffs and puts it back in the satchel. This key does not fit.
Have we looted these bodies yet?
Nope.
Oh, I really hope it
The
wasn't.
bodies to find a key.
I really hope it wasn't on. Oh dear. I don't like that smile.
Kenny loots the old fart.
Alright, I'm going to tell you right now. So, nothing of value is on the 2 Darrow guards. Obviously, you can't loot the Paladin. But on the Savant, who was number 2 on the die roll between the Shadow Paladin and the Old Fart, is a key that looks more dwarven in make.
Would have quit this game if you didn't have that key off the pallet.
I would have, if I was a character, I'd say, Sin, could you get back in here with your thieves' tools, please? But yes, if you want to quit the game over that,
Kenny opens the door.
you manage to eventually open up this door. This is a lesson in making sure that you guys loot people, otherwise you're going to walk by so much stuff.
I've looted everybody every
And-
single time except for this one time.
And instead of Jordan, it could be, hey, that was really good. I'm glad we solved that. Thank you. But you guys managed to find the Freonder stashed valuables. Inside this room, there are no shelves, there are no chests, but inside is a haphazardly pile of the following, after you spend a probably good amount of time counting this out. 2,200 copper pieces, 1,400 silver pieces, 60 gold pieces, a fan that when unfolded shows a sleeping cat,
Dips.
a silver skull the size of a coin, a bloodstone, a chalcedony, a citrine, a flail that is magical because I'm saying you're still looking at this within the span of 10 minutes.
What's a citrine?
It's a type of gem.
It's like an orange, stone.
This gemstone is transparent, pale yellow, brown in color.
So you said magic flail. So I'm gonna leave, all the treasury stuff to you,
Yeah,
Poppy.
click on if if you're on Fantasy Grounds, you click the link next to parcel free under stash valuables and it'll pull up everything that he's
Oh!
Okay, thank God. I already lost it after I got 2,200 gold. I was at 2,200 gold and I was like, where do I put the comma again? And then I forgot to pay attention.
You're fine. I'm gonna go ahead and read the rest of the list though.
Okay.
An onyx gemstone, a small vial of rose-hued effervescent liquid. There's also 3 liquids in a vial that are separated into a brown, silver, and gray color. You see 4 familiar red liquid vials. Those are potions of healing. The other 2 you don't technically know what they are, but one is a filter of love and one is a potion of climbing. There is a quartz gemstone, a sardonyx gemstone, a scroll with the spell Dancing Lights, a scroll of suggestion, a star rose quartz, a studded leather with the studs depicting flames, and a zircon, a pale blue-green transparent gemstone. And if one of you sons of bitches says, "That's it?" ? I'm going to firebomb this campaign from.
No magic bows.
And a note from Mick Jagger that says, "I can't get no satisfaction."
Poor Mick Jagger.
Is there anything else in the other chest? If I go back into that other room and start messing around with the other open ones?
Yeah, you notice that they all weigh 25 pounds, including the ones that are locked. The empty one also weighs 25 pounds. There are about 4 locked chests out of all of them. All the ones that are unlocked are completely empty.
Prudence starts loading things up in the minecart. Which I assume, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I assume it goes out and back to where we were.
Mhm.
Okay. I just don't remember seeing any minecart tracks on the maps or
You didn't. The only person that technically, we switched over to this before anyone ever entered the room. So, like, I have to describe it because if there's no map, I have to be able to say, like, 45 feet into the room, there is the beginning of a bridge that leads across, and then and I try to make sure that with that description, to describe the room from what I was looking at it on Roll20 as accurately as possible. If you want, I can.
No, it's
show
fine.
you the rest of the room on Roll20.
I just feel bad because I'm dumb. So-
You're not dumb.
You're not.
Um,
I was also like, but what's up with the wall? Why does it go to a wall? Where does it go?
It's like Harry Potter. I have to push you really hard in the minecart, and you'll go through.
It's fine.
All right, so I start loading things up in the cart.
Candy will help with this.
Yay, sweet little baby.
And it will take it won't take long to just load it up, but to know everything that you've got, it would take about an hour of going through and counting the coins, counting the things that you have, and things
I
of that
figured we
nature.
could do that during our rest.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fair. This shit isn't ours anyway.
Yep. So,
I just want to meet back up with the rest of the party because I didn't mean to keep us separated.
yeah,
for so
go
long.
ahead and wrap. Have you guys do your scene real quick, and then I have a couple of important questions that I may just wait till tomorrow to start asking.
Okay. Teddy, do you wish me to push you in the cots all the way back?
The cart does not go all the way back. It just goes out of the room. Imagine there's a west wing and an east wing, and the east wing has some tracks that lead to the two rooms. The west wing has some tracks in the middle from the doorway leading into the bridges that go into the center of the magma pool. There are no tracks whatsoever.
I just want to push it as far as I can.
Sure.
That's useful. That's toward my destination.
Sure. You take another short little slow ride down the ramp.
Patches, you may wish to get inside as well. I can push you both.
Patches surfs it Legolas style.
All right, we get as far as we get, and then we
Push their arms
carry
up on the way down the hill.
we carry the rest back to our family. Yay, we
Family.
Hello, friends. Sorry. Hello, friends.
Oh wow, Angie, you call us family, and then as soon as you actually see us, we're friends now? Okay.
Curtis has to keep it cool. I can't let you know that you mean that much to me already.
Right.
Did anybody, while this thing was going on with the whole ritual casting and Jolene getting the tablet, you guys went to the throne room and are sitting? You probably hear the sound.
Yeah, they would have
of,
seen Jolene run past.
Not necessarily, but I'm pretty sure would have probably seen from at least the broken part of the throne room, it swinging a little bit as a familiar Drake type creature known as Jolene inches back across the bridge.
The Austin's probably not sitting in a throne, but he's sitting on the steps up to a throne, just kind of his head back against it, resting, just kind of not quite old man sleeping, but not quite old man awake, just kind of listening.
Like when you
Poppies?
have the TV on and somebody walks in front of it, you're like, I'm watching that.
That
I'm watching the
with
door.
Their eyes closed, and you go, "Are you awake?" And they go, "Yeah, I'm not asleep." No.
Not dead asleep.
I think
like
Mara and her arm wrestling.
Poppy's trying her best to clean up Leofston's wounds and such. She's not very good at this, but she's trying.
And even though it's hurting, he's still letting her do it.
You're doing great.
I'm so proud of you.
I
Well,
cry
you can-
more.
We can tear up some of my. I have some clothes we can tear if we need more cloths.
I still have the healing kits.
Oh, let's use one of those then.
Okay.
That was me.
do we just want to take a short rest instead?
Because you got to keep them
Sure.
matching for the number of times.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. What would be better?
Well, I mean, short rests are free, more or less. So,
We
We've killed everything here. We could take a long rest.
Wait,
well,
just
we took a long rest within the past day, so
we
It
can
wouldn't-
take a short rest and then head out.
Yeah, let's go home. If we don't end this episode out of this fucking place, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's 10 o'clock and I am staring at this clock like I have not left yet.
Jordan, I love you. That wasn't a commentary on your DMing, I promise.
I love you. It's just a Monday night and I'm very
Sleepy girl.
6 months in this cave.
All right, so needless to say, you guys will decide on whether or not you want to take a short rest. I think it's feasible that over the course of the next couple of days in real life, we can figure out you guys are going to leave, and there'll be some questions regarding the trip back and all of that. And I will need to get everything that has been collected thus far, and I will do the maths and whatnot behind the scenes and everything, and we will resolve it out of session.
Yay! With roleplay?
Oh, you guys will be role playing for a while, but I have to get some qualifying answers to some questions. So, with that, you guys have successfully raided the entire remnants of the Golden Citadel of Freyunder.
We did it!